This is a test of the cinema effect called something, I forget. Old memory. I think it's actually throwing in a 3x. Oh, weird. So, like, it's throwing in, like, black lines that you get from, like, older movies, you know? You move around, you can see little black lines popping in like it's film. Yeah, it's a 2:3:5 aspect ratio, like film. That's kind of interesting. We'll have to see how this looks on the computer. I don't know, filters like this I think are kind of stupid. Because you can do it in post. Now you've ruined the original video because it's burned in. It's like, whatever. Oh, that's kind of a cool effect. Makes it look all slow motion. It's super blurry when moving. The year was 1913. The place was our living room. It was a time of great sorrow in the household, because we hadn't vacuumed in a very long time, and there was junk absolutely everywhere. The only saving grace at the time was the tiny thing that we got to put junk in and put our feet on, but we never actually did either of those things. Instead, it's used for laptop holding and looking at, which I guess ain't too bad for a purchase, but still, makes me sad. Makes me have nostalgia. Which is what this filter is called. Nostalgia filter. Well, it's not picking up because I'm really lazy and the camera's heavy. So heavy. Zoom in on nostalgia. Back when power came in cables. So strange. So, wanted to give some feedback on the camera. I've been playing with it today. Went to a park down south, did some stuff. I'm coming to the realization that I don't need a lot of the stuff this camera provides. Like, it's got some built-in filters and whatnot that I'm just not a fan of filters. The audio hookups are really nice. I love that it has manual focus. The downsides, though, are, especially for vlogging, it's not that great. You really need to use it with a tripod because it's just heavy enough where hand-holding gets to be a pain. And a lot of it is centered around, like, this touch screen it has. The screen itself is very nice. Like, I like the screen, you know, gives you good viewing angles. You can look around it, and it doesn't, like, do color shifting or anything on you. So it's a pretty decent screen, but it's all touch screen. So if you want to change something, you need to, like, poke around on the screen to go through the menus to change stuff, which not a huge fan of, I guess. I don't know, it's not that terrible because, like, again, a lot of the features it has I don't really necessarily need. I mean, for almost all the video we do, it's just leave it in auto and let it do its thing. It turns out great, yay, alright. And if a shot really requires I mess around with it, I guess it's not that big of a pain to switch, because I don't have to do, like, on-the-fly stuff. I can do staged setup. Oh, it didn't work? Well, do it again. In almost all cases. Just being able to go to manual focus, so, like, flip into manual focus here, and then being like, oh, little blurred out. Oh, doesn't work so well with this example, but let's do this. Turn it so I can see it here. So, there's a newspaper. This is focus of 0.3 feet. It's all blurred out. Can zoom it in a little bit to about 3.7 feet, and it looks better. And then just go to infinity and whatever. It's all good at that point. So, you know, that's pretty cool that you can even do that, which I really like. Let's turn that back off. No, There we go. Out of focus, yes. So I like that. Just being able to manually focus is like, whoa, awesome. And obviously you buy a camcorder versus like a point and shoot, or even a lot of the DSLRs have the ability to do video now for the long recording time. I mean, this thing, it has 4 hours and 44 minutes worth of storage just on the internal storage, and you can add twice that onto itself. So you could have just hours and hours and hours and hours of storage on this thing and record that entire time period in one go. DSLRs are going to kill you after 30 minutes because the sensors overheat. DSLR sensor, different than a camcorder sensor. So, the one big advantage a camcorder has is being able to record long things, which I don't really do, like ever. Every now and then, if I'm doing something and I want to record it, I want to be able to record, like, multiple hours. DSLR just can't do that. The difference, of course, being that the pros, like if you buy a DSLR, a digital SLR, or like a film camera, a still camera that can do video, you also have a really nice still camera. And then you can do short videos on it. And the real benefit there is you get to use all the different lenses. This just has a built-in fixed lens. I can't change the lens on the camcorder. With a DSLR, I could change the lens. Whether or not that's a big deal, I don't necessarily know. So anyway, it's been a learning experience. So far, I think it's been totally worth renting this thing. Still hoping to play around and maybe do like a fun video as opposed to all these little stupid test videos I've been doing. And yeah, so that's that. Update done. Turn off recording.